Come on now. Come on now, 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 now,
In ancient Rome, a citizen sat upon the shitter, took a dump, flushed it into a working sewer system. He then washed his hand with running hot water. Then Rome fell. In 1815, the great city of London, people shit into pots to be thrown out of an open window onto the streets below. So take that in. From the time Rome fell, it took almost 1,000 years for most cities to get running water. I say this so we don't take for granted what we have, and we don't take for granted that at any moment it could end. 400 years ago, a covenant was made. The covenant with God at Plymouth Rock. A few years later, in 1776, that covenant was expanded upon and declared a nation free. It wasn't a perfect nation, but it was founded on the idea that there were unalienable rights given to all men, and that those rights were undeniable, and the government's job was only to protect those rights. It took another 100 years to honor those values completely to all of its citizens, and even after then, it took more time to build upon the visions that the founding fathers saw. But today, America stands as a beacon of light and hope to the world, the greatest country in the history of mankind. So when I hear people say that America was built on racism, or that America isn't great, it makes me sad because I know that isn't true. We're built on the backs of people who fought and died for the idea of freedom. So before we tear it down, let's go to the beach, have a Mai Tai, and look at the beautiful horizon of the greatest country in America. So, with that, let's welcome the American Heathens. And this is the American Heathen Podcast. This is John Doe Chance III and Ishmael, this guy. Did I get it right this time? This guy?
Yes, you did. This.
All
You
right.
have to put an accent. You have to put an accent over the S. So it's this guy.
This
guy. There
you can reach us at Instagram at American Heathens. We got a YouTube page, American Heathens. We got a Gmail, AmericanHeathens@gmail.com. We keep it nice and easy for you guys to remember because we have so many fans.
Yes. We also have library cards where you can check us out.
We got the T-shirts coming.
Do we really have T-shirts?
Yeah, it says, no lives matter. Fuck you all, cunts.
Hold on, we're trying to sell these, right? Yeah.
You don't think people will buy that?
I don't recall seeing anybody walking around with a shirt that says cunt on it.
Well, yeah, that's because the whole idea of selling is finding that niche market.
We'll have a definite niche market because nobody else has done it.
Yeah. For all the people who are dying to have shirts with the word cunt on it,
they
come to American Heathens.
There you go. Hot diggity dog. Well, let's start this lovely shit sandwich. Anything interesting happened to you over the week?
No, everything's starting to wind down over here. They just opened the gyms on Friday.
Okay.
So I can start getting big again. I've been deflating.
Well, I couldn't tell by that shirt there. Was that an extra medium?
Well, that's what happens when you start deflating. You got to wear smaller shirts so that you look bigger.
Well, you definitely got that down. I saw Queen and Slim. Did you see that movie yet?
No, I meant to, but I did not. I saw a couple of movies. I'll remember what they are, but you saw what was it? Queen and
Queen
Slim.
and Slim. Yeah.
Well,
I
how
mean,
was it?
I thought it was pretty good. What happened? Like a lot of people would say that it's like a modern day Bonnie and Clyde, but when I think about it, like Bonnie and Clyde actually did most of the stuff that they were accused of, right? Like they weren't
Well, it's a
they
true
weren't not
story,
guilty.
Bonnie and Clyde. Is
Yeah.
Queen and Slim true?
No, like I mean, from what I've heard, I don't believe Queen and Slim are true. But the whole thing that kind of started the movie was this whole altercation with a cop, and it was like it was
I
more like a
remember the
self-defense
trailer
type
now.
thing. It was like more like a self-defense type thing. So in all actuality, it's like it was an accident. It's not like, you know,
Well,
if the cop
after the
hadn't done
first
this,
accident, do they commit crimes?
no, they're just on the run the rest of the movie.
Oh, well, I guess.
But
I mean,
but
it's
they're
like Bonnie and Clyde, as in there are two people, one's male, one's female. They're in a car. So there you go.
yeah,
You
but
gotta
like
commit
I
something,
got
right?
I got so emotional at the end. I was like, dude, I haven't cried like that since my grandma passed away, and I was like, I was shedding tears at the end. I said, what is this? There's this dust in the air or something. I didn't want to admit that I was crying in front of my dog.
Oh, that's cool. I
Yeah,
always cry when
definitely
I
check
see
it
the
out.
Muppet movie.
Why? Why the Muppet movie of all things?
Oh, I mean, it's not the only movie I cry, but I just watched the Muppet movie over the weekend, and I always get tears when I watch that movie.
And my question is why? It
Oh,
reminds you of your childhood? What?
because they set out to achieve a dream,
Mm-hmm.
and then they achieve it. And then it says, life is like a movie. Paint your own picture. Keep pretending. You don't remember?
No, I don't
You
remember
don't.
half of the movies I saw before like age 12 or something like that.
Yeah,
Like, I
but the
remember
Muppet
seeing
movie is
Ghostbusters.
special. It's
No, it's
special. Yes, it is. He took a sock puppet and he gave it a heartbeat.
not. Who, Jim Henson or
Yeah,
the character in the movie? Yeah,
Mr.
he did.
Henson.
He indeed did that. I
And
also
then
saw this
he got taken
interesting
out by the flesh-eating disease.
what? What flesh-eating disease? AIDS?
No, the
Can't.
actual flesh-eating disease.
What's the name of it?
It's called the flesh-eating disease.
All right. I don't want to
It,
look it up and find out that it's not called the flesh-eating disease.
it's a bacteria. It gets on your skin, and then it eats all your skin.
Ugh. Good Lord.
Till you die.
But no, but I also like somehow I stumbled upon what a young George Carlin doing stand-up. Like I didn't know how long he'd been doing stand-up before he really got going. Like I think he started in the 60s. So like he's doing like stand-up in black and white, and you see like the you can kind of see the little elements that he would later, be known for. But it's like he was still talking about, you know, government shit back then, and I was just like, wow, dude, he's very progressive. But like I couldn't imagine him with like non-gray hair or without a mustache.
Was he cursing?
No, I don't think he could get away with that back then.
You know what I
Like he's
saw?
going
I
through
saw
seven deadly
Dave
sins.
Chappelle on Star Search.
What?
Mm-hmm.
How did he look?
He looked like he was 15.
Oh my God. But like I take it he couldn't be making jokes about the stuff that he makes jokes about now, right?
It
Like a
was still like
15-year-old Dave
black.
Chappelle.
It was black jokes. It was like jokes about like being black.
Okay.
He won.
And damn. And how did you just stumble upon this? You were actually looking for Dave Chappelle stand-up?
No, I have YouTube. They just have suggestions all the time.
Yeah, okay. Just random happenstance.
Well, because I was watching that Dave Chappelle special last week. Remember the one
Yeah.
and then I guess since I watched that, it now puts up Dave Chappelle stuff.
Well, you watched that through Netflix, right? Or no? You watched it on YouTube?
It's
He
through
had
Netflix, but Netflix put it on YouTube for free.
What? How come you didn't tell me that? Because like I haven't watched it because I thought it was only through Netflix.
Oh,
I know it was free.
I thought you would know. I think that
No.
they have a series called Netflix is a Joke,
Yeah. That's
but
the
that's on
free.
and it was on
Okay,
that.
that's what it
It
is.
might
All
not
right.
even be on Netflix. It might just be on YouTube.
I'll check it out for sure now.
Yeah,
All
I mean, it
right.
wasn't funny though.
Well, I mean, I think it's stuff people have to hear, you know. All right. Are you ready for it?
What?
The real talk about the real shit that's going on in the
The
world.
Civil War?
Huh. I'd call it more than a civil war, civil upheaval.
Did you see this shit that so in Atlanta, the police just quit, all of them,
I heard about it. Yeah, they
and
boarded up the station and
yeah,
stuff.
so someone got shot and they called the police and no one came
Damn.
because that's what they said they don't want police. So now the police are like, we're going home, and the first sign of trouble, what do they do? Call the
Call
police,
police.
and the police are
Oh,
like, we ain't coming. The
yeah.
governor called the sheriffs, like from
Uh-huh.
the state, and they're like, we need your guys, and the sheriffs are like, hell no, man, we ain't going down
We don't
there.
want part of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then they started calling, the jails, the correctional officers.
Oh.
They were calling on them to come out because
Oh
like
shit.
they literally just got out of the cars, locked the
Mm.
doors, and walked away.
Who?
The cops.
Oh yeah. But I
The
mean,
dude
like
is like, what? Huh?
the whole thing is just. It's like I'm glad that there's change because like they're adding more programs for in case there's a incident with a homeless person or somebody mentally handicapped, they now have to be a cop has to come with a social worker, stuff like that. So it's good that they're doing that, but the fact that we had to wait this long
But they're
for
not doing that.
what do you mean they're not doing that? That's what is on the table right now.
They defunded the police. They
In
took
order to
money.
put yes,
They
in order
took
to
money
put
away from the police.
in order
And
to
now
do these
you
other
think that they're
programs.
going to be able to afford to have someone extra come? It's never going to
Yes,
happen. It's not going to
because
happen.
I say yes because now they have the money.
No, they don't have the money
Why do
because
they not have the money?
they took the money away.
From one person and now they're giving it to something else. You
Yeah,
don't
but
think
now
they
they
can make a
won't have
program?
it. If you
Who
take
won't
the
have it?
money, if you take the money away from the police, you know what you don't have?
What?
Police. So
What do you
now
mean?
no one's going to come.
You're saying every policeman is now out of work because they're defunding the police?
Well, a lot of them are going to quit. A lot of them are going to be out of work because they're not going to do it.
They are not
The
going to
one
do what?
police got assaulted by the dude. The dude pushed him to the ground, took his taser, ran, turned to tase the cop, and the cop shot him. And they're trying to charge the cop with murder.
I think they should.
No, but that's not murder. That's a good shoot. You're allowed to do that.
Self-defense? What, that's
Huh?
self-defense?
Yeah,
That's
you're allowed.
self-defense.
You're like he's not going to go to jail. He's going to get off.
So here's the thing. Let's replace the taser with a skateboard. Let's say a kid, he doesn't want to get arrested. He starts to run away from the cops. He throws a skateboard at the cop. The cop shoots him. Is the cop still what? Is the cop still in fear of his life in order to
Well, at that
shoot
point,
him?
it's not about fear of your life. It's like, does he have a deadly weapon or not? The one dude just shot the dude with a skateboard. Didn't you see that?
What did you just say? The one dude
The-
shot
the-
somebody else
Yeah.
with a
So
skateboard?
this protester, he was running away, and the Antifa dude hit him with a skateboard, and the dude pulled out a gun and popped him like 5 times. And he should get off too, because that's a
But
deadly weapon.
that was another this guy. Well, I know that they already two cops, one black man. How is it that he's able to take on two trained cops? Like, what do they do after the academy? They just stop working out? Like, aren't they supposed to still have physicals?
They train like 3 hours a year.
Yeah, and
No,
it
I'm not
shows.
joking. I'm not joking.
Oh, I believe you're serious, but I'm telling you, it shows.
But
They
they
both are
shot
like
him.
taller than you guy.
they shot him with the taser.
I think they were attempting to, and that's like if they
No,
shot him
no,
with
they
the taser,
shot
I
him with
think
the
the taser didn't
taser.
work,
They shot him with the taser,
and it didn't
and
work.
he ripped the taser out, and then took the taser, ran, stopped, turned around, pointed the taser, and then they shot him. Like he was stupid. All he had to do is just run away. Like I
Well,
mean,
all they had to do was just get arrested, because like
well, no, he was
I don't know why he would want to.
he was gonna go to jail. He was on he was off on COVID probation.
And they were about to arrest him for what? Because they didn't catch him in the act of driving. He was asleep at the
It
wheel
doesn't
of the
matter
car.
if you're in a car, a running car, and you're drunk. That's a DUI.
Car was not running.
If you're in the seat, the driver's seat of a car, and the key is in your reach, that's a DUI.
Wow.
But I thought the car was running. He was in the drive-through. Did he just stop in the middle of the drive-through and then just go to sleep?
Yeah. Well, I heard it was a long line, so the smart person
So
would
it was
just
a long
stop the
line. He
car.
was waiting and he fell asleep.
Yeah. Like I would have shut my car off. Any rational person would do that.
No,
Why
I
leave
never
your car
shut my
running when
car.
wait, if you're in a drive-through and it's a long line, you just keep the car running the whole time? Why? You're just wasting gas. Or you don't care about gas at that point.
Not that much.
Shit.
If you're in those
Yeah,
newer
yeah,
cars,
yeah.
they cut off by themselves.
But then you have to start it back up once it starts driving again?
No. Once you hit the gas, it starts by itself.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't think
Like even if you're at a red light, it'll shut off. And then
Yeah,
when you put it into drive, it'll turn back on.
But yeah, one thing I don't like is the fact that they're trying to claim both of the stories, like the George Floyd and the Rayshard Brooks story, are very similar, but it's not. It's like George Floyd was an innocent victim. The Rayshard Brooks guy, like he was in the wrong. I was just like, I don't know, nobody wants to say that.
Yeah, and like no, I keep telling my black friends at Walmart, if you could call them black friends. I tell them like,
call them black friends.
Well, they're black, but the question is, are they my friends? So if 100 people pushed the cop and grabbed his taser, 99 and one midget would be shot dead.
Why would the one midget be shot?
I would just say like 99 and a half.
Like
no matter what your race is. Like you could be a girl, you could be a Native American, Asian, white dude. If you grab the cop's taser, he's gonna shoot you. If you push the cop to the ground, reach onto his belt, grab his taser, they're gonna shoot you. I'm surprised he made it all the way to run. Like they didn't even they were actually pretty restrained. Like they weren't gonna shoot him. They were probably gonna let him run away. Because there's no reason to chase him. They got his car right there. They just
that's the other thing I keep telling people. Like they have his car. He says that his sister lives 5 blocks away. They know where he lives. So it's like, hey, you go to where he lives, arrest him there or impound his car, and then you got more.
Yeah, but he turned and and he didn't charge me. He pointed the taser.
Yeah.
So that's the deadly threat. Because like if you have a gun and someone tasers you, like what's to stop them from taking your gun?
The other person, because the other cop was right there.
But they would shoot him anyway. Like if you tase a cop, they're gonna shoot you. There's not a lot of. It would have to be the nicest cop in the whole world to not shoot you. It would have to be like I don't know. I can't like Mother Teresa cop.
What would that be? She like just be wearing a loincloth?
Yeah, I know. Like I just don't know what kind of cop is not going to shoot you if you grab his taser, run, turn, and face to fire the taser at him.
I don't know.
Like what's the cop supposed to do?
I mean they if he was already on his heading away from them. They know that they got his car.
No,
Why
but
not just let him go?
he stopped. He turned.
Yeah,
And,
I know he
yeah.
stopped.
If he didn't stop, they wouldn't have shot him probably.
I don't know. But now we're talking about all the hearsay stuff. But did y'all hear about these new programs that they've started to institute or think about instituting?
Well, I mean, none of them are going to work.
Why don't you think they're going to work?
It's not the first time they tried it. And then for one thing, you can't get rid of cops.
What are you talking about getting rid of cops? I'm asking
That,
about the programs that they're trying to instate.
well, most of the programs start with defunding the cops.
Okay.
And if anything, they need to give the cops more money.
Now you're talking insane. Why do you think they need to give the cops more money?
Well, for one
when
thing,
they're
they should
already
have
fucking
better
up?
training. They should have better training.
Mm-hmm.
That costs more money. They should have better recruits. That also costs more money.
How is that going to cost more money? Can't anybody just go to sign up to be a cop?
No, the people who go to sign up to be a cop are the people who are going at that price range. If you raise the price range up, better people sign up.
I mean, it's going to take
And then you need
$500,000 now.
You need more cops. You need more like programs like where the cops go out on the street and like play basketball and shit and get to know the community.
Mm-hmm.
And all that shit costs more money, not less money. Like black people, they don't get it because they commit the crimes, right? They just do. They commit the crimes. Like around 6% of the population commit 50% of the crimes. Like, so black males between the age of 13 and 25 commit 50% of all the crimes in America. All the violent crimes,
But now my question is, where are you getting these statistics?
These are FBI statistics. The statistics are true. Like, there's no way to get around the statistics. They're true. Like, I mean, no one wants to say it, but like, if you go to a black neighborhood, like you're probably gonna see a crime.
What?
Like, if you go to Compton, you're gonna see a crime. Like, Compton, Long Beach, like the rappers rap about it. They're like, oh, I didn't even have to shoot someone with my AK today. Like, that's not like made up shit. It's because they commit crimes.
So you're saying that the rappers were right in their songs?
Well, I mean, that's why they're rapping
in other
about
cities?
it, right? So like you have so say you get rid of the cops, right? Who's gonna be hurt the most?
The poor people.
The poor people in the black communities are gonna get hurt the most because that's where the crime happens.
People. I don't know why it has to be. It can't be poor white people. It's gonna be poor.
Well,
people.
I mean, 50% of the crimes are committed by 6% of the population. That 6% of the population are usually the black males in the poor communities, right? So if you take the cops away, those are the communities that get hurt because the white people are going to have cops. Like if you stop funding the cops, the white people are just going to buy their own cops. They're going to get private cops.
Private security.
If you think like normal cops shoot black people, wait until you have a whole bunch of private security cops. Like those guys are just gonna like. I mean, those are like the crazy dudes. Like they literally shoot black people. Huh?
The George Zimmermans.
Yeah, so you're gonna have a whole bunch of George Zimmermans, like guys in their houses with guns, like the rednecks with the pickup trucks. And you're gonna have private security, and then all the white people are gonna leave all those areas, and they're gonna get worse. White flight. You've heard of that?
I've heard of it, but you gotta refresh my memory.
White flight is when black people come in, and all the white people just leave and go to the suburbs, and then wherever they go, they just spend all their money there, and then the place that they left becomes a war zone, because stores move out. Because look at Target. You think Target's gonna be like, let's open up a store over there?
Oh no.
No. So yeah,
definitely not gonna reopen a Wendy's.
Yeah,
That's for
like
sure.
Wendy's would be like, fuck this shit. Like Target's out. Like you're just gonna have what are you gonna have? Like instead of Target, you have like Target or what was McDowell's? Remember
Yeah,
McDowell's?
yeah, yeah.
You have
Just
places like that, which might not be
rename
bad, but
rename a classic.
yeah. So it's not gonna work. And
But
then
I still think that one program, the one about the database to track excessive force complaints against officers, I think that's well overdue, and I don't see how that should cost that much more money.
well, that probably won't happen
Why not?
because the cop union is too strong.
Hmm. Well, I still
But
think that the cop union, as opposed to the voters union, if they actually were to come out, would be a lot stronger.
no, because if the cops seriously do a walkout, if they do a walkout, the voters are gonna do whatever the cops tell them to do.
Well, you said they've already done a walkout, correct?
Yeah, and they've got in Atlanta, they have street gangs driving around with machine guns like in Mad Max.
Hmm.
Like it's supposed to be like Mad Max down there. Like there are actual like gangs policing the area with machine guns.
Wow.
And you know the one in Seattle, the no-go zone?
Yeah, yeah.
2 people just got shot and killed. And the cops didn't like the cops tried to go in there to get the people.
Oh.
They didn't they wouldn't even let the cops in.
Wait, you said the cops went in to try to get the people, not like hospital, like EMTs and
Well,
stuff?
they drove the one guy to the hospital by themselves because the ambulances are going in there.
Oh.
And then the cops went in to investigate to find out, who did it.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't let the cops in. And now they say it was like a white guy in a pickup truck, but who knows if that's true.
Is what? What happened?
Some guy in a black SUV just rolled up in the no-go zone and just opened fire and shot 2 people. One's dead and one's in critical.
Hold on, when did this? I missed that story. That
Maybe
must happen later in the week.
it might have happened today or
Okay.
the morning.
Yeah.
It probably happened last night because I heard it in the morning.
So how's your area on COVID increases or case increases?
Oh, we're fine. We
It's
just
getting a whole
opened
lot
up.
worse.
I just
Yeah, we're
called.
opening it.
I called Planet Fitness. They say everything's good. Come on in.
What? We got a bubble suit waiting for you?
Nah, they said it's all good. They're like, they said they're at 50% capacity, but they said don't worry about it because they've never been at 50% capacity even when there wasn't a COVID. So they said just come on in. And they said we don't have to wear masks.
Oh, wow. Okay. So, but you haven't been in because I wonder how close you can be to somebody else.
Well, I'm sure it's all about personal
space.
Yeah. Like, I mean, it's not like when you lift, you go and you get right up to someone and you're like, hey.
Yeah.
So I think it's probably just.
But like the locker room, like, are they gonna like just only 10 people in at a time? Like they have to have like a.
I don't think they are because they usually only have 2 people working, one guy at the front desk, and one other guy.
Do you have to re-sign your membership, or have they been charging you this whole time?
Well, they haven't been charging me, but I don't even know what my status is. I'll have to go check. I might have to send in a payment.
Oh boy, that sounds like fun.
It's only $20 a month though.
20? I thought it was 10.
10 for one gym.
The black. Oh, okay, yeah. Got the black membership.
Yeah, because I do Uber, remember?
You're putting it back into the system. What do you mean you do Uber? What does that have to do with Planet Fitness?
Well, like if I do Uber overnight, I'll just stop by Planet Fitness and take a shower and work out.
So they're both statements have nothing to do with each other.
No, I have the black card so I could go to any Planet Fitness because I take showers in Planet Fitnesses when, like if I go to Pittsburgh, I'll work there for like 3 or 4 days and I'll just sleep in Walmart and take a shower at the gym.
Walmart, this guy.
The parking lot. That's what it's for.
Shit. Till you get pulled over, and then you
No,
end
you
up just
can't.
like wait
It's
for
in the
work.
contract. When he died, Sam Walton, he put in his will that anyone who wants to sleep in Walmart parking lot can.
Even though it is illegal to do so in the lovely United States of America.
No, it's not, because Walmart's private property.
Oh, then there you go.
And plus, it's not illegal to sleep in your car. You can sleep in your car wherever you want. Some counties have like ordinances, but you're allowed to sleep in your car. Like, you're not supposed to like live in your car, but they can't tell you. They can't tell you not to sleep in your car.
But didn't you say once you were woken up by a cop who asked you what you were doing in the neighborhood? And you
Oh
said,
yeah,
I'm trying to
they
get some
do
sleep.
that. They do that all the time. But then you tell them I'm sleeping, and then then they go, oh, because they're checking to see if you're like buying hookers or shooting up crack or something.
Uh-huh.
But if you're not, because like think about it, if you're driving for like, say you're driving across country, and you're getting tired and you're starting to swerve, they're gonna tell you can't pull over and go to sleep, like you have to drive and kill someone.
Well, that's all. But I think that's more of a way to get you to pay for a hotel or something, because they're not gonna
Yeah,
allow
I mean,
you to
but what
just
if you're like,
you know?
I mean, what if you're really tired? You've been tired driving, right? Where you're like
Yep.
swerving off the road.
Yeah, I will admit that. You know, I
Yeah, so
don't want
sometimes like you couldn't even make it to a hotel. You're like, dude, I'm fucking tired. I'm gonna go to sleep right now, so I don't kill someone.
No, I was once so cheap. I think when I was driving from Texas to get to California, I actually went to a hotel parking lot and just fell asleep there, so that I
I
didn't
do
have to
that all the
pay.
time.
So I didn't have to pay for room.
Yeah, I go to
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
Holiday Inn parking lot, and I just go
yeah.
to sleep. Because it's like it's $100 to go and lay in a bed,
Yeah, I'm good.
and like I can
I
take
got a bed
showers
in
for
my back
free.
seat. Yeah.
Well, not for free, for $20 a month.
Do you watch Vice at all? Or
Oh,
no?
I watched the one you sent.
Oh, okay. But you don't watch it a lot.
No, I don't watch it ever.
Oh man.
I
Well, okay. So let's go back to our conversation last episode. You said that in every state in the U.S., if you are exonerated of a crime, you're then reimbursed by the government. Correct? In the video I showed you, what happened?
No, see, those guys are still getting reimbursed. They just have to do it. They have to go get reimbursed. Like, you have to sue.
So if they didn't sue, or why should they have to sue when they were wrongfully convicted?
Well, that's what civil court is for. Like, civil court is for you saying you've been wronged civilly,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a monetary value, and you want the money. The one guy's, they said he's probably gonna get like $1.3 million,
Yeah, the white guy.
and the black
I
guy's
think,
suing too.
but I think if his brother hadn't made that deathbed confession, he'd probably still be in jail, because they
Yeah, like,
obviously thought he did.
but you could tell that dude's retarded. You could tell, right?
Or I wouldn't use those terms in this day and age, but I would say I noticed something. There you go.
Yeah. So I mean, like, he wasn't retarded, but he probably had an IQ. I give that guy maybe 70. Like, maybe
spectrum level, or
like,
high
yeah. So I
spectrum
mean, that guy was gonna have a poor go of life anyway, man.
level.
No,
But
I
I
mean,
don't think
seriously.
jail would be the answer.
Like when he said, I feel bad for my boys. I felt bad because I was like, shit, man. Those are not the kind of genes you want replicated.
You're not supposed to say that. To the 5 people who watch this show, he's just kidding. JD, he's just kidding.
I'm like, you gotta think before you replicate genes, man.
Oh,
Because
well,
IQ is genetic.
what do you do you mean IQ is genetic? So
IQ
there's
is
no
genetic.
so there's no smart people who came from dumb families, and there's no dumb people who
Well,
came
no,
from
I
smart
mean, like
families.
just because you're dumb doesn't mean you're gonna have dumb kids. Like you might be lucky enough to have some smart kids, like smart genes in your somewhere in your background. You know, your great grandparents, or the wife could be have some IQ. But
Mhm.
if two low IQ people have kids, most likely their kids are gonna also have low IQ. If
Mm.
high IQ people have kids, their kids are probably gonna have high IQ. Like I mean, that's why you have IQ populations. Like the Japanese, their average IQ is 120. Like Azanashki Jewish people, they're like 117. So like I mean, uh, Americans, we average around 100.
Four.
Like, huh?
I was gonna say four.
No, 100. 100 is the average. Like uh, whites are a little higher than blacks and Latinos, but Asians are higher than whites. So like when you mix it all together, we average about 100.
So here's the thing: on a scale like that, is there a difference between Americans and Europeans? Because Americans are descendants of Europeans, correct?
Yeah, well, I mean, Americans and like Britain, we're
Uh-huh.
about the same.
Uh, but I believe Britain has this slight edge with their teeth. They snag them.
Well, yeah, that's genetics too, because they're on the island.
Well,
Japanese have bad teeth too, because they're also on the island. The
what,
genetic
what,
pool is shallow.
why would they have bad teeth because they're on an island?
The pool is shallow. The
Oh,
genetic.
yeah, yeah. That's
Our
the one teeth
genetics
that
are a little
they
bit
getting
more
rid of.
diverse in
Yeah.
America. That's why they don't like using Black Americans when movies are before like the 1800s,
Why?
because Black Americans are too mixed. So
Mm,
they most of the you ever notice how a lot of the actors are coming from Britain or from like Australia, like they get the white people from Australia and then they
mm,
get the blacks from Britain
mm.
because they're less mixed.
Oh, okay. But yeah, but no. What was I talking about? I was talking about how, like, another Vice thing that I saw, there's a black guy who actually he rebuilds Teslas, and
Hmm.
there's an issue where he can't get the parts that he needs because Tesla isn't willing to give him the stuff, and there's no way he can get it but through Tesla. Because like I think in Massachusetts, it's like right to repair bill or something like that, or right to repair law, because they have to give him the tools. It's not
Oh,
because he
really?
can't go anywhere else. But I mean, he can't go anywhere else. There's no Tesla like off-brand manufacturers or anything like that.
Yeah, but Tesla's not going to give him the parts.
Well, but I mean, he's got a right to repair his own car.
Actually, he probably doesn't.
What do you mean? Why doesn't he have the right to repair his own car?
Because Tesla doesn't have to sell you parts by themselves. They can say no. Tesla owns the parts.
Yes.
So if Tesla doesn't want to sell you the parts, they don't have to.
Hmm.
You know, the movie cameras in the movie theater, like and
Yes.
like when you go when you shoot a sitcom,
Uh-huh.
you know those cameras they have.
Yes. What about him?
Those cameras cost like $600,000-700,000. You know why?
Why?
Because Sony and Panasonic, they won't sell them. They only let you rent them.
Hmm.
That's
Couldn't
why
somebody just build their own?
you could,
Hmm.
if you have 100 years and $10 billion to develop your own camera.
Hmm. Well, why can't I'm but because if they have a monopoly like that on cameras, obviously they're off brand, not off brand, but like there's other ways to get, like, let's say lenses and stuff like that. So you just build it, like going to like a camera chop shop almost, right?
I mean, Panasonic, like those are companies that have been operational for 100 years and spent billions of dollars in technology
Mhm.
to develop their cameras.
But
So
I
I
still
mean,
think you
if
can't.
you could do it, you could do it. Like that's what you heard of the Red camera?
Yeah.
That's what the Red camera is. Someone made a digital camera that's pretty good for a lot cheaper,
Hmm.
but it's still not. It's not like a Panasonic camera or Nikon. Like those guys, that's what they do. Like they know shit about cameras that no one else does because it's not like they tell you. Like
Yeah.
you could take it apart, I guess, and try to reverse engineer it. It's possible. Like I bet you could find like go to a Chinese company and get
Mhm.
like a Chinese knockoff. But then like if Sony is selling the cameras for 700 grand, why would the knockoff sell them for that much cheaper? They're not going to sell them for $50. They might sell them
Mhm.
for 200 grand, and then the camera's going to break, and then they're going to be like, "Whoa, what do you expect? We're not Nikon."
This is true.
It's like when you go to Alibaba, and you order those Jordans for $5, and the
Oh,
Jordan symbol starts peeling off, and you
well,
call
I
them, you're
think
like, "My Jordan symbol is peeling off," and they say, "Well, you spent $5."
I think you get what you paid for when it comes to shoes like that. Speaking of shoes, did you get another New Balance?
I have like three.
Why do you have 3 pairs of New Balance shoes? You love them that much?
Well, I have the trail ones, like for running on the trails. I use those for work. And
Mm.
then I have the walking ones, like they're like leather, and I use those when I do like when I have to dress up. Because like it depends. Like if I'm going if I was going to I ordered these Tecovas boots. They cost like $400. They're custom made.
You spent $400 on shoes.
They're boots, cowboy boots.
Oh my! But now, didn't you say you're flat-footed? Aren't you gonna have to wear like some orthopedic stuff in there, or
Yeah,
no?
yeah, I'll put orthopedics in there. But like I wouldn't wear those for like anything like if I had to stand for a long, long time, I wouldn't wear them. I'd wear the New Balance. But those are
Oh,
more to look nice when if I have a job interview because I'm gonna
oh,
order one of those custom made suits.
uh,
So
please let it be a different color than the shirt that you're wearing.
oh yeah, I haven't because I don't know what I'm not sure if I'm gonna get the collars or not because they make them without the collars.
Yeah, yeah.
And I like those, but like sometimes people say if you get a black one, you look too much like a priest.
Yeah, I can see that.
But the cool thing is you don't have to use ties with them because they have no collar.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think I haven't worn a tie in at least 15 years. Like I always go collarless shirts.
Oh, you
Better,
do?
looks more manly, more hip.
Yeah, they do look cool, and
Transparent.
you don't have to wear a tie. I'm thinking
Yeah.
about starting to wear a bow tie though.
Why are you turning Muslim?
Muslims wear bow ties?
Yes. Aren't
I
they known
wonder
for being
why.
like that? Wow. Because they seem less threatening.
That might be no. I'd wear like a cool bow tie, like a Mickey Mouse bow tie.
Are you gonna have one that spins?
It shoots
There's a
water.
noise, like a kazoo or something.
It's for when I go on dates. I'll wear my suit, my custom made suit with a bow tie. Cause you gotta wear a bow tie. Cause if you just wear a suit, you look like a fuddy duddy. But if you wear a suit
Fuddy
and a bow
duddy.
tie,
Who
you look
says
like you're
that?
trying to do something.
Who still uses the word fuddy duddy? J.D.
Fuddy
Chance
duddy.
the third.
Like remember when
What?
that white girl called the police on that black guy in the park?
Yes.
He was bird watching. So that means
Uh-huh.
he was a fuddy duddy.
Or as what Fred Sanford used to say, you're not. And that's it. They didn't say the word. Just
Yeah.
improvise. So what
Word of
news
the
you got?
day, kids. Buddy Duddy.
So what do you got? What do you got for news? You must have wrote something down about the week, or wanted to talk about.
Oh, should I tell everyone about the sex shop?
I mean, it's just you and me here, so.
Or should I save it for my opening next? Oh, you're doing the opening next week, right?
Yes, unfortunately.
All right then. So I'll practice my step. So I go to the sex shop and I look at the male sex toys and they look like vaginas. And then I look at the female sex toys and they look like mutant penises with 5 heads and 50 working parts. And you wonder why women are crazy.
No bump. There you go.
And then everyone laughs, right?
Yes, or doesn't
What do
laugh.
you do when they don't laugh, though? Do you just go to the next joke, or do you pause and look stupid?
Well, if you don't want to look stupid, you go on to the next joke. So you answered your own question.
Ah.
Yeah. But no, but like I'm still surprised how like a lot of places are getting canceled left and right. I think what TwitchCon is canceled for the foreseeable future. It's
TwitchCon?
Yeah, well it's like a convention for Twitch or people who
Oh,
stream
that's
and stuff like
terrible,
that.
man. It
What?
got canceled?
Yeah.
TwitchCon?
Yes. Okay. You
Oh
sound very
man,
unenthused.
that's so bad.
Yeah, I don't need your sarcasm, sir. Yeah.
Whatever will we do?
Oh
No
well,
TwitchCon?
well, when we don't have football, I want you to keep that same energy. Oh, no football. Yeah, keep joking because it's gonna happen. They're gonna say
No.
no fans, and we're gonna have to watch it on TV with CGI people or something.
Well, I mean, I'll watch it on TV. I don't give a fuck. I don't go to the games.
Yeah, I don't know. I know we just need something, and I don't know if you've been keeping track because it looks. I don't think baseball is coming back. They players are just not agreeing with the owners, and neither one is willing to give up their stance on.
I mean, if you're a player, you're making a couple $1 million for not playing. Why would you play?
It's a good question.
The basketball players are playing, right?
Well, there's some who are, some who aren't. Most of the major ones, major teams are, but like, I think even Kyrie Irving, he's actually injured. So get this, he votes on that we should start the season, but then when he realizes that he can't go because he's on the injured reserve list, then he starts saying, no, nobody can go. Like, I was like, what?
He probably
That's
wants
kinda
some money.
silly.
Like, he probably still gets
Yeah.
paid if
No.
he's not.
Yeah, because since he's not playing, yeah, he shouldn't be getting paid. But that doesn't mean you got to sabotage everybody else. Just keep your mouth shut. It's not their fault you got injured.
Yeah, I know, but if they're playing and you're injured, you probably don't get paid.
Yeah, but it's not their fault.
Yeah, I know, but like, why would you vote on not getting paid if you can vote on getting paid?
Wait, no, he's part of the players union or something like that.
Yeah, I know,
So
but I'm
he's
sure
behind
there's something with his contract where he doesn't get as much money.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, it's good to think about other people, but sometimes you gotta be like, hey, if I vote yes, I don't get paid. If I vote no, I get paid. I'll vote no.
Wait, what do you mean? I think have you heard the story at all, or just going by what I said?
I'm just going by what you said.
Yeah, they already voted. He voted yes at first because he thought he was going to get paid. Now that he's not getting paid, he's totally against the idea of everybody else playing.
Oh, but does he not get paid either way?
No, he does not get paid either. He probably thought he did, but no.
Then what you're saying makes sense. They're basketball players, man. They got IQs of like 50.
I think some of them actually got their degrees after they left college, but still.
Yeah, in communications.
Or journalism, or Sanskrit, whatever.
I was at Pitt when Antonio Bryan was at Pitt.
Who's Antonio Bryan?
He's a receiver, and he was in one of my classes. I never saw him one time.
Yeah.
Seen one time.
I was about to say. Hold
And
on.
I bet you he got an A.
Do you mean Antonio Brown?
Bryant.
I don't know who the hell that is.
He was a decent receiver. Like, I mean, not like Antonio Brown level, but he was like he was an okay number one, a really good number two.
All right.
I forgot he played for San Fran. He played it for a couple of teams. He did good. He's probably not in anymore because I graduated 2002. So
Eons ago.
yeah. Like, I mean, Shady is retiring, and he's like 5 years after me because he went to Pitt too.
Who? Who was that?
LaShawn McCoy.
Oh, okay. Why do you call him Shady? That's his nickname?
Yeah, that's what they call him.
Oh, okay.
I don't make up nicknames. I'm not cool like that, man. I'm not down with Trump.
Oh. Well, unfortunately, I think Joe Biden's made more news this go around than Donald Trump did.
Well, I mean, the dude's like, I mean, he's not going to make it.
He's got to. He's just got to.
There's no way. Like, when they debate, he's going to drool. He's going to drool on himself. Like, Donald Trump is going to rip him in half.
Yeah.
They're going to do everything possible not to have debates because they do not want Donald Trump going up against Joe Biden.
I don't know. Who's older? I think Biden's older.
I mean, Trump might be older, but Biden has like dementia, full-on dementia.
Wow.
Sometimes you get dementia when you're 60. Sometimes, like, I mean, you can get it when you're 50, but once you get it, like, I mean, that's like, that's when you start like finding your grandpa walking in the street naked, looking for the newspaper. That's what Joe Biden is.
Oh, okay.
They just have him locked in the basement now. Like, they just lock him in the basement and like they give him a teleprompter. Did you see the one where he's talking to the teleprompter? And there were questions on the teleprompter, and he didn't realize that the person on the teleprompter wasn't there.
What do you mean?
He tried to talk to the person that asked the question. The question was like a male question on the teleprompter. He's by himself in a room.
Whoa. No, I mean, I like what happened? Oh man. Yeah, it's just I don't know, just bad for business. Like, I just hope he at least nominates Kamala Harris.
No, that won't be good.
Black Vice President. Why won't that be good?
She's like she's a police person.
Okay.
You know Minnesota?
Yeah. Yes.
No, it was Amy Klobuchar is the one that did Minnesota. Like, all that shit that happened in Minnesota.
Yeah.
But Kamala Harris put a whole bunch of black people in jail for smoking pot, like for like 10 years.
Wow.
Like, they're hammer her on that. Like, black people don't like Kamala Harris. That's why she didn't win. She couldn't get any of the black vote. Joe Biden got it, but not her.
Wow. Well,
I actually don't know who he's gonna pick. I don't think it matters because Trump's gonna roll over him.
Oh, this guy. It'll be a close one. Are you gonna mail in your ballot, or are you still gonna actually go into a booth?
I'll go in.
I'm not. I'd rather just mail mine in.
Republicans don't wear masks.
Oh, okay.
Because we have balls.
Right. Or you're just
we don't need to cover our vaginas.
Here's a question. How often do you say stay safe when you're saying goodbye to somebody?
Never.
Really?
Stay safe?
I think that's like, yeah, like that's like that's like the way to say have a nice day or something.
Well, like, I'll say stay safe if I'm saying goodbye to like an army dude going to war. Like, don't get killed, man.
Yeah. But no,
like,
I caught myself saying it the other day.
I'll tell a cop to stay safe.
No, I caught myself doing it. I'm just like, wait, my cousin did it when this first back in March, and I just thought it was weird that you told me to stay safe. I'm like, wait, you're implying that it's unsafe to walk around? I don't know what you're saying. But yeah, I caught myself saying
I went out with my friend, and I hadn't seen her for a long time, and his wife calls, starts yelling, told him he has to go in through the basement and take a shower down in the basement before he comes upstairs.
What the hell?
He had to take a shower, take all his clothes, discard them, put on new clothes before he was allowed upstairs.
Because is there a reason?
She's afraid of the Wu flu.
Ah. And you were in the basement with him?
No,
Did she
no,
make you take a shower?
we went to a bar because they just opened the bar. So.
Oh, okay. How was the bar turn out? Because I want to go out to a bar, but I'm not.
Well,
it was next week.
This was like an eating bar, so it was basically just me and him chilling. And then they kicked us out, like, because we were there too long. And then a family of like 20 came in.
Nah. So you had to.
But it was funny. We had to wear masks to the table, and then you could take them off when you get to the table.
So they gave you like some disposable masks.
No, I have like 30 of them from Walmart.
Oof. Yeah, I get them and throw them away. You keep them, or you keep them for years?
Well, I keep them just in case I need them because, like, people are gonna say, "Hey, you gotta put on your mask," and then I grab a mask.
But you don't need 30. I keep 10.
Well, I mean, just in case I lose one, they're disposable. So.
Okay.
Like I like every day at work we get a new one.
Yeah.
So if it's not too messed up, I just I hang it on my my turning signal.
Oh. Well, all right. I think that's it.
I got a Viking map.
Oh boy, you gonna show it off?
Yes, outside the door right now.
Well, we're gonna get to it. Take the camera for a tour.
You want to see it?
Yes. Wait, let's ask the 5 viewers. I think they want to see it too.
All right, it's gonna take a little moment because I have to unhook my camera from this contraption.
Well, I think we've got nothing but time.
All right, hold on.
This could be the segue of, I don't know, something. Why should this take so long? Or you're gonna carry that? You're gonna carry that lovely little light there with you, or your mic?
No, I'm disconnecting it.
Well, yeah, you do a little quick cut scene and bam. There you go.
Oh yeah, that's right. I could cut this.
Yeah.
I have to keep it really close to my face so people don't see my messy house.
They're gonna see it one way or the other. You're gonna be on FBI's Most Wanted.
Can you see it?
Barely.
Let me see. How about now?
Yeah, but I can. Wow, you got the lovely swamp set up there with the little chair outside. What do you do with that chair outside? You just sit there and watch people walk by?
Oh no, that was there when I got here.
I was about to say.
It's dark.
It's like a mobile home unit.
Can you see it?
Barely. You don't have a outdoor light or anything?
No.
Oh well.
Well.
You make the Vikings proud. All right. So, what else
was
we got?
There any other? I was like, was there any other movies?
Yeah, I mean that's all I saw. I heard Tenet is supposed to be coming out early, but right now movie theaters are still closed, so I don't know.
I just got a thing saying AMC is going to be open on the 15th of July.
Uh-oh. Hey. Progress. All right. Well, I think I'm out of gas, man. I don't know what else to talk about.
I think I watched it. What did I watch? I watched something, but I think it was an old movie. I watched Eyes Wide Shut. That's what it was.
I couldn't watch that again. I think I walked out like 10 minutes before the end of the movie. I was like, I'm good.
It was good. It was better than I remembered.
Huh.
What else did I watch? I still haven't finished Artemis Fowl. I keep meaning to. Probably watch it right now.
It's a series, right? It's a series.
This is the first one. I don't know if they're gonna make a part 2, but it's a series of books. It's like Harry Potter.
But it's a movie, or it's like they have different episodes?
Oh, it's a movie. It was supposed to be in the movie theater, but they just released it on Disney Plus.
So you said you haven't finished it, meaning you just couldn't stay up for 2 hours straight?
It's like an hour and a half. I just keep turning it off because like I just didn't get into it.
Wow. All right. Well, I think the sun is getting kind of low, guy.
All right. So, guys, we're going to see you next week. Same Heathen time, same Heathen channel. And you're going to hear Ishmael's opening because we're going to rotate opening. You guys can tell us who you like better.
There you go. In the comments. In the ether of this internet.
All right.
Peace out, G.
Let's see ya. See ya.
Kids, listen up now. We've got a message that we would like to share. It is important, so listen up now. We've got a message that you really should know. Don't eat fire. 1, 2, 3 in the place to be. Jewish DAV to the EMC with a little message for all the kids. Gonna teach you little shorties how you gotta live. I'm not gonna tell you not to do drugs, but wait for college. And I won't tell you not to skip school, but get your knowledge. Jewish Dave grew up right and he built a gangster rap empire, cause he knew all along that he should never eat fire. Kids, listen up now. We've got a message that we would like to share. It is important, so listen up now. We've got a message that you really should know. Don't eat fire.
Kids, don't eat fire, yo buddy, don't be a dummy. You won't think it's funny when you swallow burn up your tummy. Sitting on your porch with your face all torched up. Your cute little face now looks like a pork chop. If you don't want to get a job working at a truck stop, for fuck's sake, put out the flame, listen to hip hop.
Kids, listen up now. We've got a message that we would like to share. It is important, so listen up now. We've got a message that you really should know. Don't eat
Yo, little
fire.
seed, it's time to be a man. Look a man in his eyes when you shake a man's hand. Use your left hand when you smack around a bitch. Be polite and treat her nice. Make sure you call her miss. Take her out every night to eat at Ruth's Chris. If you want, you could even offer to pay, but don't open the door for her, cause that shit's gay. Tell her she looks pretty and compliment her mouth. If you don't have a Jimmy, be sure to pull out. If she gets thirsty, share your fat tire. If she gets kinda tired, share your coke to keep her wired. Don't get caught if you're gonna be a liar. Don't date a bitch if she's gonna be a crier. You can't get no pussy, man, your dick should retire. But most of all, boys and girls don't eat fire.